Neil LaBute's remake of the 1973 horror film, The Wicker Man, has Nicolas Cage hunting an abducted little girl on a strange island community in the Puget Sound. It's a Wickenoid, matriarchal commune, run by the supremely proud Sister Summerisle, Ellen Burstyn. Having few leads or clues, this highway patrolman turned detective doesn't realize he's involved in a ritual as old as time itself. A lot of the horror films we get now are all atmosphere and no punchline. This is kind of light in the atmosphere, but it has a great punchline. And you know, some people have it spoiled because they saw the original version in the 1970s. I think it was the characterization is very strange in this film. LaBute's going for a very stagey kind of way of trying to like have people state the unsaid, and it's you know, and put double meaning in their words and so forth. That stuff I don't think works quite so well. It also strikes me as a very overproduced film. You know, making the Summerisle, this like strange pagan community, look like the Renaissance fair, when something a little bit more gritty and more dirt under its fingernails might have been better. What did you think?
Well, you know, we're going to discuss Niall LaBute's career after this.
Yeah.
I was very surprised to see this film. I thought this film just was a mess. I had seen the original with Anthony Schafer.
Me too.
I thought that Nicolas Cage was trying desperately to make this film work.
He was trying to find a character in this.
His part was impossible.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Sergeant Howie in the original, played by a guy who went to Australia and did some great films. Edward.
Sorry, don't look at me. I can't remember.
Edward Woodward.
Yeah.
He was a devout Christian.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And he comes up against Christopher Lee, who is a pagan.
Right.
And that's the tension that goes on. Well, we lose the Christianity.
Well, instead, the tension is supposed to be male-female, which is another one of the many other reasons I think it should have been set in the 70s during the days of separatism, when there would have been like that kind of
a lot of different
that kind of tension. As it is, it stands. It's almost like a class thing because she's like so rich and so sleek, the matriarch of this island. But even that doesn't really, you know, is it supposed to show us that their religion is working for them or something?
We're not clear about, as you said, what Nick Cage is supposed to be doing, and he isn't.
Yeah.
So what he does is he gets more and more feverish and more hysterical and over the top, and you finally said, I hope they kill that guy. I mean, he is a pain in the butt, you know?
Well, he's just like interfering. Yeah, I mean, it's you know, Hitchcock said it's, why don't they call the cops? I'll tell you why they don't call the cops, because it wouldn't be fun if they called the cops. But when the cops don't call the cops, then you've got some explaining to do.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah.
One of the things that's a problem here, and I'm really countering this because people who saw it and may have liked it, is that yes, he's seen this horrendous accident, and he is taking pills to dull him for that, and they've sent him out of focus. But even using that ploy really doesn't overcome this film. This film's pacing is also terrible. Everything is
went along with
second-rate horror film.
I do want to defend it because it did have that wonderful punchline, and that I find is especially scary in a way that nothing else I've seen around. I just wish that it could have like gone to its basic scheme and tried to have this opposition of two kinds of societies, like it is in the original. Right. They really just by doing these like weird Western, you know, like happy small town stuff at the beginning, it's just you're lost.